The metaverse has spoken. The Facebook gods have finally released Reels globally on Facebook. So today we are going to be talking about Facebook Reels. Is this a good or bad thing for content creators? If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Janine. I'm a live video strategist and the founder of Boss It Live. Extremely passionate about helping content creators and business owners just like you stand out online with your brand using video. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you today because I think this is quite interesting as we are seeing the rise of Reels, short form video content, shorts here on YouTube, take over the social media content creation world. We as content creators are constantly looking for opportunities to up our game in the sense of reaching new communities, new audiences, so that we can share our gifts and our talents with the world. We want to make the world a better place, right? Social media is a little bit cray-cray, but we want to make it great. And so this potentially could be an opportunity for just that. So let's talk about it for a moment, shall we? Why have Facebook released Reels at this moment in time? Now, we know that Facebook has a little bit of a habit, shall we say, of replicating features from other platforms. Hey, I said it, and I know you're thinking it as well. So at a time when Facebook are finding themselves a little bit on the decline with less active users and money going way down, it looks like they were thinking, well, how can they change this and turn this around? Especially as Gen Z and much younger users of social media are not really bothering with Facebook. So they're trying to think of ways to entice a younger audience onto the platform. Meta has said they're betting on a faster growing format that is short form video content to attract and bring those users in, those younger people to the platform. Facebook also recognizes that video accounts for half of the time currently spent on the platform. So if most users are using video quite a bit, it makes sense for them to go in that direction, seeing as it's quite successful on their rival's platform, that is TikTok. So essentially, what does this mean? Well, this is going to be a push for us as content creators on the platform of Facebook to use more video content. It's also evident that video is going to have more preference in the newsfeed, and it's going to give content creators a window of time to have more visibility. So the question is this a good or a bad thing? Well, I personally think that any opportunity for us to have more visibility is a good thing, especially as Facebook is allowing us to post Reels, not just on our personal pages, but also on our business pages and within our groups. But what I do want to say and bring to your attention is that, like with anything that we've experienced in terms of new features released onto the platform, there tends to be a very short window of time to have that visibility. So it makes sense to go all in whilst you have the time to get that traction. That makes sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to share with you some of my top tips for creating Reels on Facebook so that you have maximum success confidently creating a new form of content if you haven't embraced it as yet. But you probably have if you're on TikTok or on Instagram. But let's talk about Facebook now, shall we? Okay, so my first tip is don't just repurpose old TikTok videos onto Facebook Reels. Have you seen that there are a number of Facebook Reels with the TikTok watermark? Think about it from a business standpoint. Is Facebook really going to give preference and visibility to anything that has a rival company's details on their platform? Absolutely not. Would you do it? No. So the likelihood is that you'll see deprioritization of content that has those watermarks. So make sure that you are not just repurposing those videos. And if you are repurposing TikTok videos, make sure that you are removing the watermark. Okay, so the second tip is use Reels content created on Instagram. So if you are going to do repurposing of any shape or form, then utilize content that is on Instagram. Why am I saying this to you? Because Meta owns Instagram. So it's not as if it's a direct competitor. Again, it's always going to be better to create original content without watermarks from other platforms, just so that the platform, Facebook, is seeing that it is new content that is being shared. Remember, Facebook, like all of these social platforms, have their sophisticated and very intelligent AI to detect the type of content that we're uploading. But if you are going to repurpose, then utilize your Instagram Reels as opposed to using TikTok. The third tip is focus on sharing Reels on your business page. Now, you're probably asking me, well, Janine, why am I going to post content, my Reels, on my business page? I don't get much visibility over there. It makes more sense to just post on my personal page or my Facebook group. Yes, do that too. But think about what you're going to be able to do more expansively with that content. So I want you to think more strategically about how you can use that content to reach more people. Also, I want to remind you, Facebook are releasing a whole load of incentives and new features for creators to earn money through video content. So we've always got to be thinking about how our content is going to best perform. So business pages, it is. The fourth tip is don't wait, start creating now. If you're like me, when TikTok first came out, I was like, nah, that's for the young people. I ain't gonna bother doing that. And hey, at the back of the bus, I don't want that for you. Now, I want to also say it's not about jumping on every single trend or every new feature that gets released. Having said that, we already know that there is a proven track record with short form video content doing well. It's doing well on TikTok, obviously. Reels is now the main feature, Instagram's baby. Adam Missouri has pretty much said it, right? So it makes sense to implement that as part of your content strategy. And remember, when a new feature is released, that's when you're going to see the most traction. Why? Because the platform itself, Facebook's going to want to see that it's working. It's going to want to entice people to use the platform more. So therefore, take the opportunity. And don't think that you have to go all fancy with transitions. Start where you are. So if that is just talking direct to camera, that is more than good enough. And if you are going to want help with creating Reels content, then definitely check out my Video for Bosses VIP membership. The doors are open, all information in the description. But the final tip that I have for you is show personality and dare to be different. What you're probably seeing right now is a lot of people doing pretty much the same thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're all inspired by other creators who seem to be doing well, but it is about carving your own path and being willing to experiment to see what your audience may respond better to. I believe that going forward, a new trend is going to be where content creators are speaking direct to camera and sharing their ideas, their thoughts on a topic, their top tips even. And as content creators and business owners, that's going to be a great way to showcase your expertise. So think about how you can do this in a way that embodies your expertise, but also brings your unique personality into it. So the final thing is the question of the day. Do you plan to start creating Reels on Facebook? If you are going to embark on this new journey and experiment with creating more short form video content, I want to hear from you in the comments. And again, a reminder that the Video for Bosses VIP membership is now open and we are kicking off with Reels. But if you want more help with getting started with Reels the right way, be sure to check out the video that comes up on the screen. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye. I'm done.